fire, more fire, more fire, more fire. And then 14th of April 2022 in the year of our Lord. And then wada Gumbe show way Easter edition. And then you may a every war. Baby our Ghana and then you may know TV stations in Dundum dear. The whole Ghana the Camphony in Ano will be a 80 share your life. Our TV SYZ. The Gumbe show. The Gumbe show. The Gumbe show. Linear country man songo was a gram so my life. Na ejani anu oni je hon we the Gumbe show on TV SYZ. Abuaji general manager. Any team ni na production team Kevin Asante Desmond Suwa omo bo adwuma. Supreme Court wakasa. Henei NDC for complaining and there be a unanimous 7-0 9-0 and there dear a mami 2 to munyimu 2 a 5-2 to my idea there be a mukona munya 7-0 9-0 and a munya 5-2 hey so mobile manim to my idea ya more justices number so umudi emra no umudi ya adwuma emra eno umudi ya adwuma obi anso timi mpam wo mo wati ase e kanina na e judges so mo gye mponche agye bayere no enye bi ni sa judges we yo mo nye mponche yo Supreme Court judge ko na ponche udi na dwe kwakura wonye na enei ye baba besinkonya Supreme Court ama ruling ya dise muntaka kasa. Se muntaka ya minority chief whip anamebwa. Nemom abamba be kasa wa drage eye nipa 3 to the privileges committee dia. And ye muntaka be file motion to challenge the Speaker of Parliament. See what 3 arms. The executive, the judiciary, and then the legislature. The second arm no the legislature. Maybe a shemra House of the Laws. United Kingdom almost say House of Commons. Now who minority chief whipper? What do you drag it? Opposite a party omo wa bemu MPs privileges committee when you're worried. But when you're worried about the ekwaso asin of rather. When you're worried about the ekwaso, the good people of Sal, the Guans. When you're worried about a second deputy speaker, when you MP for your business, you can also keep shine it work when you the minority, the leadership, and you more responsibility. And we be in any Supreme Court. You are more lambasty ahead the judges. Why? I say now for a hog one bet me the area. A be war I say Central Canada Japan. A be ewo I was so Central and the quote. A be ewo a year domicwa benya adwasafo. Obi adwen he tachima saf edaho. Emuda ho you pay. Edaho you pay. How many times and when I had the minority chief whip I was a year touch myself. See a court who the leadership of Parliament said they must stop me touch myself. Now go for that made them more butcher skilly musu. Obi otimi to minika. Or no butcher skilly musu. They think about themselves and not the party. Mubeti me aka chem se muntaka woni parliamentary adwuma esere babe. Mame na me homra. Me fire mu na anwumre without fear or favor. The lives of muntaka enko. Ya mudi moni ase speaker no so. Ade muni am before your business bi ana. Muntaka muni am before your business bi. It ya drag Canada Japan to the privileges committee. Adwasafu to the privileges committee and quoted to the privileges committee. mutaka wo hawo ne say ye ba sisi a ye ba eja ne besu anwumre
Maga ye pebumyo ye oja wo.
At Magdan Shipping, we saw a chance to invest in a logistics company whose technology streamlines shipping operations. Perspectives like this has made Magdan the leading cargo consolidation manager. Clearing and forwarding come with speed and dependability. Cargo handling, air freight, transporting, transits, warehousing and bulk logistics. With branches in Africa, Asia, Europe, USA and all over the world. Magdan Shipping, your total logistics partner.
Don't worry about a thing.
Hey, baby there. So now you're an inquiry. We are watching Jerusalem. Well, Blana me more why? Baby there. A drone any we are Spanish garlic mixture. A boama moja dear full sunny. I want to pay the enemy. Collect. I feel so. As also boa and obi kasa pampa. I want to trim. Obi ana kuma boni peli. Obi awa Johnson tentem. Obi ana nasi atatai. I feel so. Obi asra dear adokono ni pedi and nanini na.
Collect.
Eja, we also ye Spanish garlic capsules. A supporting immune system.
That's all.
Shenenso, Edroi, and Yama Oba wa fair fru. The Oma Accra no for. Accra onya in fear dumienu, ain't mean fair dre. Fre 0266 114111.
FD Ashisha sa ijedi nkra tuoyimu aji atumu se.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo.
Can I join you guys?
Yeah. Always brave, fresh, natural, eggs, mineral, water.
Still got it.
Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehinfa pa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre, ni ye bosia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema mwakwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekuokuro bosia, susu account. Ene da so wo ho savings account. Me bada chain savings account. Ene de akeka ho. First Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Na won so wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Maga ye pebumyo ye oja wo.
More fire. And we are ruling it by TVS was it. Gumbe show ne nyumire ye de ebrewo ene gumbi no eja ne be da wendisim we ye Easter gumbi okoka mutaka asema ase mutaka sorry ya na ofri aso ase so okopre mrese bedwani no asend o message said one wo personal problem say me de wo be court na wo pro bi osuro court we Ghana ha me kantaba kura mentre bi police station da ye ma me so ni Supreme Court me misuro eye court open general say osuro court e Ghana ha mako Supreme na hefa na odi mekobim akonsa wan dia hefa na odi mekobim but so we obi a we serious minded NDC MPA you think about the ordinary Ghanaians here omo wa asanwase a omo ebre you not think about yourself ye ko defend NDC ya for ko say ko champion MPP course Kennedy Japo asam nye ya asem adwasa fo asam nye ya NDC fo asem ana hendikota asam MPP asam nye ya asem ewiase yeso obi a on power asem no we stay away from the person we a minority chief whip e kasa asem e beto parliament ya ka speaker drag the 3 MPs to the privileges committee no kienye bi mo te say anodon priamo you me majority chief whip for so mebeka ho asem you as minority chief whip no when I want to speak anya adwene to be file motion to challenge esema speaker of parliament eka na sabe ye obu sabe say ye ne edi NDC achi no asemase fo ne omo de ko no sabe omu ni nyanza say ba obi na ne doctor bi na ne di achiri e no no free won awo bae awo ba say wa kire say mutaka woni de nyansafo awo eye Asanwase constituency in Ashanti region obi ani ho ni nyansase ne wo aya dom bi na de wakwa kodu sa yi no asa ahomaso ahantan na wo de ahye omo no obeba fom me say duru ba bi e den in Ashanti region awo Asanwase constituency permanently see Ashanti region not even from the national so ko campaign ama wo mutaka no yemu bi ye kwotena bontene aye outside broadcasting ebankra who wish to the elections Jabaya magical prayer free ho I've never been to your office before Shami o camera num Semi Mugabe maba office abebisa o kapre taku simpoada ya ba Asanwase no ye nia ne ko ha ye kwanya samba generator ye de tim bibia wo mo baba boy ho by security bibia Africa ha na koye ya ma ho say ye be ye adwuma wa Asanwase ti no ye hia wo sika asa na ye adwuma ma but we defended you and you are in parliament today championing the cause of MPP. I'm saying it without fear or favor. Sarah Samda as minority chief whip ye take him free ho Deputy Speaker of Parliament wa no one kaso ani MPP for be business send a standing order now orders at chair of Parliament Mutaka Muhammad sending orders in the Senate here dey na eka so bi kaso ani obi be kwa koye business ya ye twa ne to akonya ama ye yi ni free man na send na mra na che mu na moni mo mra no today woni mo mra no cross ne babin sometimes who allow omo no mo form ho no mo nya di omo pa no mo frisi agimi na aye honorable Ahmed awo constituency time was on hodi esi ho me ka gifa atebo the late any leader double mo enema najo ye painful akura na ye kun painful e wo Tan district today you are MP usu di mutaka achi ya necessary mutaka e kasase e kira babin in the northern way no ye tradition no mutaka nya ne friend ne pan ani abambabin find this near BP ni bibia to nchen sa wo kasa kira o papa wo di buo ni ani die na eden e de ma wo papa minority leader te wa wo kasa nyina o ka jo satena se wo first speaker nya hwe you free say you are minority chief whip to be file motion second the Japan and they are dragging it to the privileges committee and you know say 15th days ya one kwa parliament and you know adwasafo de na ye no kura na anya no kure and quoted de na ye no kura na anya no kure eteki okujoto ablakwa ana oba out e de sa akire mu nyina ye den e baaye se mo nya hwe mu aye kura no omuko Supreme Court ha 7-0 na 9-0 ndi mo beje ene kanda paka sentimonya 5-2 ti o mama mu 2 ti mo fa enhwahwam ho sa unanimous no moko and so betimi akabibia ma NDC for beti ase ya me metimi sha NDC for awroba ana metimi mo mo ho ekoyie kwa wasa me yeden me encourage o say it is well. I will surely get there. Muna mo benefit. Me be gina so ase am campaign ma wo no. Bo so me so awoju akatu a wo de mukta kubra mi. Wo ho me office da. Job 600 na mo timo no mo NDC MP from A to 137. One ho me won office da. E wo eye job 600 ho. E be da ho. Yese mo nya adwuma. And today me kasa kire NDC. Some taka wa ye minority chief whip no anya ne pe wonu ne pe no de kwatena ho e the leadership of the party and de kwatena ho and those minority leadership no ma o mo nwine say obi etimi sesa wo mo ye betimi asesa mo ne ene wo chena MPP sesa ba na kwaso ewo adwasafo no wa ye de no nya deputy majority leader ene wo yade another plan wo he afanya ma case no wo he wo mu leadership ne se sakra yade aba ho. I don't have problem with Haruna Idrisu. I don't have problem with Mami Doyo and Aveji. The three of them I don't have problem with. That's my good brother Ahmed. Would the home be join it? And when you join Muntaka, I will gumbe you without fear or favor. Take it or leave it. You saw your Pentagon. I said, take it or leave it. What's a yeniabro? Yeniabre. A quaya Muntaka will play your man baby by your speaker. And the Monyama wunya, and now who are in this for the ma continue like that. We are going to say. Oba dani wachi di achire NDC for aye be dani achi achire. And I'm saying it without fear or favor. Take it or leave it because I don't need anything from you. I don't need your money. I don't need anything from you. No kwe ba ko pene ka den. Me ya journalist ya me metra say bibi ko yi na ko yi NDC man na kata so. I will fire today, I will fire tomorrow without fear or favor. If it must be done, it must be done well. Say the leadership of the party mutimi ka be chire muntakama ye be ka chire wo. Enough is enough. We are sick and tired of Sansema Muntaka always challenging the speaker. What was Supreme Court to anya yi Muntaka not very well say and kwafo was no was so munya representative in parliament. And today this was saying off no will be the substantive case no e da ye be call it. Be animo Court ni asem wi abeda no akoba election. And a mama tweet it in the it won't change anything. His Excellency, it's time for you to start the Gumbe works. John Mahama. Nanado our opposition and yet decent why I know the power. Press conference upon press conferences. MPP sa eye ache mafia fuwi ye pese agi tumi free o musema enye asori don se se de ka babu Sunday school His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wole bambo ni this year ma ye hu se wo ye taniba wo so ho ema MPP fo hunahuna ye wo mamu ha what the clear card say 2024 the ye kwakwa to be e do or die ye na yetwen it is say no esema wo kai no ye NDC for including me as a Cadbury member of the NDC no minim say me ni gidie bia wo Supreme Court mu bia nti me say NDC mo ko ye hwe eno na kanda pa ya den ekano said the biano so ruling a favor oma the trust am for judicial in my bed a beba form to the bia no my yenesa what you say o kasa na chief justice still and obi ehun ni dimina chief justice the justices no mu nyina atewo obi ezema kandaba kano kandapa no okada intelligence say the United Kingdom obi adwuma our Scotland Yard no baba ten wakasa wonim de oka kandapa and akofo defense interior and ananado national security minister the first time the second time was a national security minister talk about people like Francis Boku Totobi Kwache Bavrolate kandapa. When it comes to security, you can't take it away from them. They have the experience. Womunim di omoye. Itinanadu appointee baba cultural judge say. Sakoba say the bia na kwaya side ya a favor ya a threat to the national security ya. Na dia na cultural say omai. Now ayo opposition leader John Mahama cultural say ye ni gidie bia wo Supreme Court no mbiem. 2024 no do or die yankwa to be ma the international community signal by and send edema omo obi ehunu sa ade na san okwa wa emwa titina obabi adai tachima asafre no ene ne ye hyase ye to ababi ye se ni asin of ni America ya de ruling aba tachima asafre na take how long yisi ni o say Okonia de cross examine or so anya de onko and na near issue bench warrant and akwesi say okoi and I want I'm yet to find out if it must be done well. You need bibia to say Black Dictionary 1992 Constitution. The Supreme Court judges, they are not above the laws of this country. We call them my lord. Why? Constitution na in 1992 no obi bia ni ho a wo soro se constitution no enum ne nyina de adwuma. Eyoja. I will say it without fear or favor. Not even the president. Who is above the constitution of this land? Oh, memo timamuni bi o memo no constitution ne de adwuma. Na the constitution ye pese si di tirase. Abamba be womre ye hwenu sidi no siti esa na ote ene oda so aguso a esa no ho yare yenim sama chemesa bosumoka facility akoja yare sa wana chemesa bosumo ani aye first deputy speaker munyi no mokoja yare sa. And when they sit on other radio stations omo kaba bi asem te se di omunyim. Through a beer a day at the chairman Samosu. The last of Babin and you Muntaka. When I'm a campaigning at the ma a year, Chairman Sabosu, I was Swami. Banamu a parliamentary candidate. I was a yes Swami. And today, a payback time at the mamo. You can't bad fit. Some Kofu and Kofu, I want to meet and you money. One near Casaka say, Woman Trimono. Yes, I saw Bohuria, Mujamp and Trimoda. And then, no day a year Lawrence Ade. And no the chain. Was his son a dini bibi assessor? Why is a bossoma quarter one man or done no? But we are there. Woman no more state experimental. Ya no money must have found Lawrence Ade no money. A quiet dini for society on corner on him. I don't want to go into details. If I say, don't get you over country. Now, say ebe ko by elections. You call by elections. Obi so no de 137. On the party be business. Emra ne kire say. Montaka, stop initiating that process. You who say we minority chiefship. Obi a ka say enough. I want to see Montaka and Haruna Idrisu. Next court hearing, I want Techima Safno. I want to see them in Techima in Wenchi. You who say money abre. And before Kokotwa, the Attorney General and the the leadership of the MPP no mujina eye Supreme Court. Yekwa wenchi a eye mutaka wonji. Abe kasa awose wonene nya adwene. Because we drag 3 MPP MPs NDC ninim. Wo ha won say. Kotokoni has ene ebo mo match. Wo ye kotokoni. It has reserve player ono no whatever wa ban buy say obi be pre amana be bobi no. So say the tia ya wona be kwa koma ne paracetamol. Mutaka nwumre mi bisaw. Has ne kotokoni abo match. Ana aye has player ono wate bench. Ya ono kura na wadwi say obi be pra no wanya bia bo no. Wase the tia ne ya pe paracetamol. Wo mutaka aba kotokoni no kwa koma aye has player wate bench no aye paracetamol no. Nti wona wo ye adwuma pese o kire se wo ye adwuma. The speaker can enye NDC ni and we dragging it to the privileges committee. Ba won nya adwen. If you want to challenge anyone, go and challenge the decision of the Supreme Court. Satan said the leadership of the NDC moba sorry. Ni mo won said the minority the leadership no enye mo plan no mo kwotena ho. Na mo kan se mo nwu masum. Who said the grassroots? I'm the grassroots commander in this country. We are not happy. We are not happy. Mutaka, we are not happy. Attorney General, I go for the other me. And some more after the Supreme Court ruling. We end this in Ibana Utia Rebel. And I want Muntaka, you are watching me live. I want you to listen to Godfrey Odami. Move on to Mami. Yanko.
In the case of Rosemary Kwame against MPP, MPP was injuncted from proceeding to elect a candidate on account of the fact that the Supreme Court has exercised the power to grant an injunction. It's a court of law and equity, and therefore the main basis for determining whether an injunction ought to be granted is whether indeed a clear case of unconstitutionality has established. And as I indicated in argument to the court, each passing day that the gentleman continues to unlawfully go to Parliament, he breaches the Constitution. So he's running on constitutionality. And I think that the Supreme Court is in its right to halt such a patent and running on constitutionality.
Fantastic, Yanko. Now, Oriye no, and I lawyer Frank Davis, I'm okay no. Ono na election petition 2020 okwa na sojafo kura ne bag no. Na me dia sojafo no so mpanifo mo ho yaw. Lawyer we ye hwan. Frank Davis no ye hwan. Ya ono ekoko to ana sojani in uniform W1 or so W2 no kura the bag. Your mama brantem na me ye me operations adwuma. Na me ho ntome. Lawyer Frank Davis ono so ne sama okan after the Supreme Court ruling. Yeti ono so ne die.
Well, because of what we had put before the court, my expectation was that the constitution of the land will be upheld and that the constitution of the land will be given its highest priority. And that is what has happened. One cannot involve in a rigorous breaches of the constitution and still go around holding himself as a citizen of this country. From day one, when the judgment of the High Court was rendered, it was manifestly obvious that James Jesse Kwesing could not hold himself out as a member of Parliament. He doggedly went on, was attending on to the business of government. But today, that road has been effectively blocked. You can tread a path for too long, but it doesn't give you the right to do things which are irregular, unlawful, and an affront to the Constitution.
One day, the table will turn. Table never turn. Nyabo just say the lawyer. The table will turn. The table will turn. Surely, it will turn. Na woman na so many agena Baba Jamadi also disappointed. Frank Davis ani age. Godfrey Odami ani age. Baba Jama mi aminua. Da wa ya me. Kasumala. Ya wana Zabri Chibare, Lafi be me, Baba Jamal. Yetie sema Baba Jamal so.
Let me say that the Supreme Court has given its ruling, but we vehemently disagree with their position. I think that it is a sad day for all of us. That if what it means is that a Senate is also not going to have representation in Parliament for as long as this case lasts. That is a sad situation, because there are precedents in this country. We all remember the case in Ayawaso, West Wagon, where the lady was allowed to stay in Parliament until the final day of the determination of the case. So I thought that the Supreme Court will consider that situation and allow a representation. You see, this is a representation matter. If people have voted for a person, this is a representation matter. They deserve representation in Parliament. And so we thought that.
Yeah, Baba Jama, yeah. That's too much. I still know for the Omunya representation now. Sal for once for the Omunya representation. So I'm talking about Muntaka and Co. I still know for in a central region. Here a representation now. What about the good people of Sal? One constituency. Baba Jama Omunya representation. What are you people talking about? Sal for Bessine, yet to presidential. Your budget be ko ya create a district ayade amawamo this year omo ne ko ho no se wawu so ayade yo omo anenim ba asen of for the omo hia representative ba asafo ne hia mokofo omo te parliament wona na disappoint mo the leadership omo ne nim die ti omo tumi pushi na sal ye koto aba wo the good people of asen of medomo bebre ba abache Humaye de Omaya View. Take it or leave it. Some of the representative for Munya be Omo Fahu or maybe Constitution no more I interpreted. Oma interpretation Oma dia baby. There be a kind of pass. Say interpretation about the favor or Mudabia. And there some member. Jomama say, we need you deal with Judiciary no more. 2024 and NDC court. You do or die. Obakwaya waso West Wagon. Ko jina wa eduru ba bia ye brom kakra bia amasem ayemabre ti enya abato onye kofi. Na mo fa ho. Asen of hodie. Johnson say nu ketia say. Yese onu wawu. Ana be ko ba election be ka say ye kofi abre aboye. Wo bia mo revelation mu na mo firi ba ye rollers manamo. Mumusuro bro. Na mo munima yakayaka ne atete a Rollins tutu ne mawre ne ma Rollins of him. The way he suffered. The way he struggled. Mo yawe anamunim. The leadership of the NDC munim. Ndi ahwemo kakra bia na ehwe na dore mo. Amo munim bra ni pa bre. Professor Ayasebe Kwaku Asare. So no so ye lawyer on. Was this judge between confusion? No can I know. Can I do pa? Now the Chief Justice in the case na lawyer free for bidding the coin and da be no mefre. Say wakwaje aje bribe de madie no. Justice anim yabo ami bi da be na mobile first case no. Ghanaians want to know. Say no ebeba so da ben eno na ye wo a o ana mo awie no mo educate ya kakra obi wa wonim mu details a won mo aye ye hu se o mo awie ana se o ma clear justice anim ye bo ase san sem na eye lawyer free fa be kan na ya tro sem hwenim cause as ye ntahwe fa ho. Well yetie Professor Stephen Kwaku Asare.
There's a somewhere in Cape Coast who has interpreted Article 94(2)(a) and told the plaintiff, hey, plaintiff, I'm going to grant you all your release. And the Supreme Court is sitting there saying, well, yes, we don't understand Article 94(2)(a), and we are going to interpret it. But meanwhile, we think it is okay for some high court judge not only to interpret it, but to issue and grant injunctions, setting aside the wishes of voters when there is a law that, look, voters' decisions must be treated with the highest level of deference, and they are not to be set aside willy-nilly. In fact, to cancel an election in our jurisdiction, one must show that at the time of the election, not at the time of the primary, not at the time of the nomination, not any time, at the time of the election, the person was not qualified. So regardless of what the Supreme Court will tell us 1 week or whenever they want to tell us, there's just no ground for the High Court judge to have determined that, one, he's going to interpret Article 94(2)(a), two, he's going to put his own timelines in Article 94(2)(a), three, he's going to injunct the MP. And remember, he even injuncted the MP on 6th January. He didn't want the MP to sit in Parliament even before Parliament convened, even before hearing the matter. Now, yes, one thing that people should take into account. At the trial court, the High Court in Cape Coast, there was really no trial. There was no trial. The High Court simply took the arguments of the two parties, went to Wikipedia and copied some phrases from Wikipedia, and based on that, ruled that the MP owed allegiance to Canada. And mind you, you have been referring to dual citizenship, but Article 94(2)(a) does not say anything about dual citizenship. It says something about you owe allegiance to a country other than Ghana. Now, I have it on authority, and it is public record, that the MP had applied to renounce his Canadian citizenship as far back as November 2019, 1 year ahead of our election. Now, in Canada, when you apply to renounce your citizenship, you are required to surrender your passport and you are required to leave the country. So he applied, submitted his passport and his certificate of naturalization, left Canada, and came to Ghana.
Well, Professor Stephen Kwaku Azan. Was a Canada no huti. So we renounce our citizenship. You do passport man we free kuro no. Anyway we. The papa no start process na yede ne passport man is on yeden. Onko. Onye Canada ni bi. The certificate no watching in 2019. And this is Adamu Sakande die no. Adamu Sakande die no. Obi a wo hwe eye nantwie so. Ene ne nim ne pa na ode ne court. Se papa we yi ni mo. Watena Burkina da. Ukura Burkina for passport. Ukura Ghana for passport. Ana wo se kura eye British passport. Disa papa Adamu Sakande a wanya ne ba be kron delete. Ukura passport mako miensa. Burkina Faso die. Ghana die. Ena British. Na ono die asatama omode ne eye omom hwe na ntwe su ne de ne kokoto ni nyina no na emu ba kokora de ha ore na nso say ye UK die no say ye Burkina die no nti ni so ye Burkina ni o so ye British ni o on de okurukura musa and was sesemu no woko. That is the difference. Away in saka ne certificate in November 2020. In November 2020. And when you know, after sending Saka certificate, Abraham Baba to Aba in 2020 elections, that is Ukraine Bibia. Now, and some non a card. A beer war a high court, and I won't go there. But Supreme Court to above free through at the bathroom. You need so am National Security Minister Kasa. You me no some honorable Kanda Parker and DNA in our 5 frame settlement for. Sir Ramodi eba free and security mo yembi bia mo settlement mo for no say GDA any judiciary no ma they take the laws into their own hands. And here you know instant way justice are. IBC pa nibani ni so there be. There are some court to kure nkosi so jani na omuku no Central region no. One friend say Mahama meboa. How many years ni? Akwa kwesi say. JB Dankwa says it don't I video difference one prison at the Aba. Wabo the sitting president of the Republic in Anadudi. Wabo Kennedy Japan di. The video is in the public domain, which I believe IGP or copy. It's in the public domain. But they are not interested. Only interest you. And today, when you go to someone prisons, says it don't now or remand no. You did not quite to condemn cells. When you go to someone prisons today, all the cells. Who says it don't know, baby? You do be a call for remand. But you did not quite to condemn. Anyway, that is a sad aspect of it. The video is there. I don't want to show it. A deal of where Canada Japan player according to I see a do Sergeant Don it's in the public domain. And minimum say COP Kanyabua Uobi. Wouldn't be now person yabi or benyabi, who from a crime in the Babylon. IGP, my good brother, Dr. Dampari, who person when yasa a year video nibi or benyabi. Nana do di wom Canada Japan di a wom. A quack say. Iti Emrano. Ye woma Emrani yadai. Edima womo. Ani woma. Woma samba ya mfre. Ameswale ewu ye. We had Kennedy a Japan. Before I say Ameswale assembly besi no. Live on a year Netu TV. Say abrante ni mini baby a watia. Mushi ana amonye ni sei. Muwi amomra metua mo. IGP obeso o kira me say wontie. Ana obeso obeti. Kan yebo amon pese mo beti amon kan kire. And Canada Japan came out. Sasa sama twan wasama mo ne ko amenam na dabre mo ni adakatia. Oda wona. Saba gabiga Canada Japan oda wona. Awo wano. Na wonu ababotra be ka say wonim nipa okun eye ameswale. And you see wo IGP Ghana ha. Ye wo Kaniabu Director General CRD. Ni ami wo fa e wo Ghana ha. Kwasi wo fori mu wo Ghana ha. Ye hu statement bia. So man say ya minu mi adu nyina na timo. I will say it today, I will say it tomorrow without fear or favor. It is a me Mugabe miti hey. Asafo ajay anase Honorable Collins Dauda nua yese wa say okasem bi okwamra junior program so ekene Japan ma start say ene nkofo bi say ye start nchesi na ne yankyere mo Canada Japan and some for what take on how can what is going to mean friend the person wait to meet na live television so ka say judge awodi na sem no e stupid judge ani obe face no ani me bo ante that's just one thing na on pay judge no on asem no case no so TSS judge no ampa SSS judge no opuni ani aya sedu agbongo case opuni sufrisa judge no tena asem so no judge no wodon amanyekuo bi wakasa bere bi atwam the evidence is there into on person obatena na asem no so omo se wonu ana so tena so second day jabo temi ka say judge otena asem no so no judge no on pero ni asesa ne dia opuni dia ono no ofiri ba bi ne ba ono dia ndie yempere and you say nipa ohu nso tire ponchire ni a waye den oje wo we are not different from Mali and Dr. William Samaka Professor anima dan akasa Kofi Annan Peacekeeping Training Center Dr. William Zakache say ye hweye wane yenua Paul Adobochiri ni di sankomo on Good Evening Ghana on Metro TV say ye hweye I don't want to go back and play the video. It's in the public domain. So me rest do am fa krata anya adwuma. And the IGP Director General CID kan ye boa kan de Japan sama o kan ye e fa ameswale ho no. Samo pese mo hwehwem a mo behwehwem. Kan de Japan kan ya kire se wonim nipa oku ameswale. Nipa no wokumase. Akwakoti say was of our British Airways no ko UK no ane panyi bi purpose panyi pa na nete plenum ana oni ni di komo so hu di enti a ebesi ne no omutumi ma out security awa organ ha no itimi fa nipa in the police service ni afa ne Pablo no atwetuo akwaba kro no akuku ni nua eya Emmanuel awo Jamestown na imana yiye na se no na sa posi ni otutuo edi awuo no wasa akwa na yiye ase ni nua police ni oni ni ko training together no kwa no kwa frichiwa yepe mura na yepe una friki mura and mujini Sami Mugabe baba betena ha na sebe mabeso so sa sebe nsamfo no so I won't do it. A NDC ne ko yi ameka enko yi I will say it without your favor omumu bia ne wa me sorry am ko no office ko ka kire say office ka enwu mi plate mu office aduane enwu mi cup mu na me nidi enye very careful power political power that was expiring date and now about right it's not about left and omumu di bone pa no omo suffer almost suffer. Omo di bone pa no me so almost suffer before they die. And the good Lord is watching. He is watching everyone. Would you only say as my Lord? But we have our Lord at the top. He is our Lord. And then my Lord, but our Lord, the only maker, the Almighty. What is the whole thing? Na enei sadon boma bisa won say ahoboa ben na waye na konta ben na obebu sadon frewa ahoboa ben na waye akonta ben na ubebuo ahoboa ben na waye wuni bisa ade ni ye wo se da bi eye bi white we say black. If you be black dictionary. And there are 2 constitution at all. Yet make us a birth certificate. Mutie ni yo birth certificate no. Mutime fanya a year voters ID card. Na enne wo kwa Ghana card ya. Ni aka kire wo say. This wo kwa passport and I say birth certificate. Enne ya ka kire say wo pese wo bia bank account kwa na wo passport wa wutime famie this idea Ghana card. Birth certificate na anyansafo omo ho no ka say yetimi fanya voters ID card and enne dey timi ko Ghana card. And it's like we be anywhere or challenge you woman. Yes, a column near 138. I 137 to me pass ye 11 me agitum. A ye idea you, a bidia and yet home. It's a way minority chiefship. Not the Speaker of Parliament. I drag 3 MPs to the Privileges Committee. You support the Speaker. You won't go and file motion say, what challenge Speaker in the decision. We are munafiki. We are sana we are munafiki. Shemeni mo kamera no. We are sana we are munafiki. We no mo ye business. And before the idea question ma wo fa ho bai. Wo fa ho bai. We are sana so we are munafiki. And we be our intentions be so on kobiem. To ba say niema. And NDC leadership also must start a year juma. Sena na do ba power ne dey ate ya toto bomb let my vote count ya toto bomb boa international community be won say ye ni abre ye nye wei samia oku wo mafunu na kabo ne Ghana beda ne te Afghanistan na we aba na o kan omo kan kwase asam sa for mudi no ka bia e be chew o ka bia e be chew ana mo ba chi akosi da mo ba chi ya mo ba jeli akosi da ben yesi da bia ne betena sese akasa sana bedu baby ye bebre ye branso a ye die ne mo die menka and ye jomama kan and do or die ne die emu bi die ya ready ye mu bi die ya ready minim dia kamba mo twen enti ebetimi abase ye beko eye chebi ne akodi asem na nkofo wo chebi any representative South phone representative NDC area. I seen no phone representative NDC area. Tachima sa for court to see oma. Muntaka mo so na motenkran. See the next court hearing. I want to see Muntaka and Yenua Ahmed and Haruna Idrisu ewo wanchi. Ehu se moni abere. Some person mo numbers ni be reduce. And media going forward, I believe say Muntaka mone woma omo every say omo speaker anya adwe say omo or dragging nipa bi di woma ko privileges committee no. I don't know the relationship between Muntaka and those MPs. But Muntaka omo of parliament wo. Yo ye ji nani monyam no obo punch Carlos Ayenkura no wawie obuama speaker we ni wawie na djuma ate trawa mamofa parliament onye business no we the grassroots yampene ye na dem ko ho and minim die tra ye beka se one leadership wo mo ko ha na nyansafo mo parliament wo MPs no to mo na ni so saa enko eno ne ye die nya saa result I said me say I don't have problem with Haruna Idrisu. I don't have problem with our mother Doyo and Aveji. But Ahmed, my good brother, Ahmed, Jidi anami wo mono. So we Pentecost in eba form. So repent. Me de me ma quotation bi asa kokan. Asa Muntaka de kamode ne to so akene kemetwa ne kutu. So on kokan quotation. Na on sesa enye ne fe ni tipen ene babe. Yamaka ya ebeye bebre de omo benefit no. You will be comfortable. But omo brate said ya mini umie no ye bre pepa wa ba no. Omo nye den. Omo nye happy. Say 2024 just around the corner. As I was saying, Montaka beko one ko minu yenim. Obetimi asemu sa. Eno. And then young guys honorable Rosin da Fiamepo. Ansano ono obegina kwenya no. Ene Ashanti Regional Deputy Communication Officer. Where time June, Miss me a time jumbo. You mean you are preoccupied. Asafoje ene ebedim komo kakra. Esamo me una me da bia me ka wie when I was we why minority I don't need anything from you. I won't come to your office to seek any help. Forward the na me so me family there we why am so me general manager e power. You minority chief whip na me so me general manager obi ani ni name. We ye de nya o me fire without your favor. Ye na ho se mete wa ne mra. Ye be sa to aso.
Maga! Yepe bumbio! Yepe ojo wo!
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, good papa. Ganabam, if your what your waist, all your body, you make basa.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Me ba cho ma me Ganabam me bi. Kese ni ye no keto ana me nsa.
Se me wona munyina tutu me waist me chi me baby me ko so dwani na me yasa. I feel good.
What sa? Abege. What are you
doing? Me my hospital.
Ganabam. To wait here from doctor no. Where you there?
Ebio.
What must I do?
20 cedi.
This is Tiabako. Ganabam. Yento embeto ha. Efesa Tiabako nti. Efenchu obi 20 cedis.
Hey. Ni doctor. Nemo se we Ganabam kan. Say am tuo. So akoso. Ekime ta ko Ganabam. You can resist.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly, you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 Ga West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine. Welcome to the Royal Dazzle Event Center. With a lush and well-maintained lawn and garden, you are assured of the best serene and comfortable atmosphere to organize all your family and social events. Live the royal moments here with friends and family. The hosting capacity of 600 to 800 people makes Royal Dazzle the most versatile of places to host weddings, parties, funerals, conferences, concerts, and many more. Create your memories with us. Call us for inquiries on 055-814-8585 or 024-620-2144 or pass by and speak to any of our friendly staff. Locate us at My John, close to Zoom Lion headquarters. Royal Dazzle Event Center, creating memories.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crash.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check. Visit AutoChecks at Koforidua Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. AutoChecks, check.
AutoChecks, your safety, our priority.
Check, AutoChecks.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre me yebusia ato taxi foforo. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamo akwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekuokuro bosia, susu account. Ene da so wɔ savings account. Me bada chain savings account. Ene de keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Na won so wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Moga! Yape bumbyo! Yape oja wom! Oja wom!
Zama kwaba edeba TV SYZ Gumbe show so say London, Germany, France, Belgium. Now share live and then on Facebook Live TV SYZ Ghana, Samsung YouTube so TV SYZ Ghana. Emia asafoje Johnny Oha ene enyumre enche honorable Rosinda Fiamepo, member of Parliament for South Dai Constituency in the Volta region of the Republic of Ghana, and so ebe journey on the show. Saboje makwaba.
Yeah. Oh, Chedi Amponya many madini.
Na enyumre ye hwe ensema aye onumunyamfo aye kandapa aye kwabere ni this year ye ofre himai. This is the two as National Security Minister. Efa aye yen Judiciary no said the omojumedi esetie. Semi ofa ne say as Deputy Ashanti Regional Communication Officer.
Mugabi edi kan ma me mfa akonya iso na me nchia woni ahwefo nyina. Na menchia NDC for omagibra mohwe XYZ TV ene adofo. You see Mugabe owura Albert Kandapa enko kan assembi a sonko a ye Ghana for yinim dada. Owura Albert Kandapa ansemo a odi tu dwan nsemo a ye nyina ye ne musem. But enam obuo mapa ye de ma state institutions nti na enipa pi na feel say o kan wasema nanka wato obo kakra. But empanifo so say se kontromfi kwa yasi mprenu na ni nyina no ye bona so mu mprenu a na je se efa free yasi fo no efa so free eye kontromfi entimi nkonko ba se da bia kontromfi kwa na abona so na fort no nkwa one sided. So the point that owura Kandapa eka na odi tudwa and in fact baby o kan asem no so very instructive o kan no e wo ajudge fo no nya nkasa ni bo amfa nche wan ko gina eye baby fufuo bia na o kan one ajudge fo no e na omo odwumadie bi ase a ode tu dwa se eye ekwan a omo fa so a omo ma rulings a obeti S50 obeti S70 obeti S90 ano no eye ade bi a amagana fo no pi eye nya adwene bi se as a court no decisions ni bebrebe wo ho a eye politically induced eye decisions omo take said they be satisfy eye the executive arm of government. Now also Owura Aban Kandapa also na the Minister for National Security Mugabe. For all you know, he may be sitting on a report. In fact, Afrobarometer report ba na nsenya enche bia and oko afrobarometer.org eda e indicate kire ye nyina say Ghana fo bi mu efi say ye judiciary no atemia omode bar atentene na omoba no atemu omode tudwa no eye biased enye fair omo deliver justice enti esese ho Dr. Owura Professor Raymond Atuba, Dean of Ghana Law School, University of Ghana. Okoka bi. Okan ye de na omo ye no, omo ye omadwen se nka omo twe na bo so abaye se oye bewu na no aka na no atum. Eye the former Deputy Attorney General, Honorable Dominic Ayeni. Okoka bi ye twe ni begina court so mpa che okay. In fact, omo ya akukuduro so omo beka no credit a kire ya judge fo nyina no. In one way or the other, near intimidate omo na atwe omo abo so na obi aka na no atum. Lawyers so eka bi na nsenya later omo tata na no the apology by. Eye lawyer David Anan okay. Ono so aka na adwene pen. Ama ono so ye say ya gene license for some time so na later dey ma no. Eye yankasa onimonyamfo lawyer Kukudam. A lawyer Chachuchi Kata at a point, crowd pointing out to a justice ni yeboa. Say Osusu say or a biased. Okay. Also be another issue. But you see, Asema Owura Abet Kandapa Kano. Evidence bebre wa done a die enya sem kofro. Number 1, Anas Areme Yao. Investigative piece on the buy. Ema ye hu say wa judge fo bebre oboje da mu die ukroma omoje mponche e bi di wache e bi di sika wache de na meze benka o na wache wom e bi mu oje adamu die na wache si nchen no odi wache owi a no akoma judgment basa ama judge fo na hu say anasa che omo menam so men na judge fo e bi tifi ye omadi omo tifi judicial so evidence say ye what corrupt judges no enye asemu a nwanwa afa no Owura Abet Kandapa di betudwa. It's in the public domain. It's already in the public domain. Just that ye nka ho asem ebi na wo kan say how can our Supreme Court rule say birth certificate o maame edin wo so ba bia maame free edin e wo so ba bia papa din wo so o ba bia papa free din wo so wan kasa so ba bia wu e wo so ba bia wu free wo so adwuma o mo ye bibia wo so no ye say enunu mom enkire say o ye Ghana ni na emom no sha ukofa krata na yesi enkire so ye Ghana ni na de kwaje passport ba dia passport no mom kire so ye Ghana ni sha o de kwaje Ghana card ba dia ade na yesi ye defective no defective document no so otimi de corner kwaje passport ba eno kire so ye Ghana ni utimi de defective document no kwaje Ghana card ba eno kire so ye Ghana ni asem wo ye ka kire wan Mugabe asem wo nye krom ha na wo beti asem wo a ni nyina so sa rule we nyina ba on the back of new voter register na Jemen Sapeso ye. Enti Owura Abet Kandapa asem a wabeka no. Enya asem a ye nim esese ye ho na abufu e wo system no Mugabe you have no idea. Because oman bia mu no ye wo 3 arms of government, ye executive, ye judiciary, and ye wo legislature. And the media dey mo ye free. Mo dey mo ye fourth estate na ye chichimugum. Na se ekoba ne se Mugabe se executive no de mrase ne nsem no oye de opa ya rehemu kakra ye eye mrase bedwam which is the legislature se ekoba ne se hu se legislature no so no suba bia order na dia se on executive no so hwibo mu a the last resort eye the judiciary because yenim se o mampani ye bi otu ana ma obi de yempa betim ya court na stopping ekoba se judiciary no so ye hu se o mo so ne ye no o mo suban no any kire se o mo ne executive no ana aka boma na say Ghana no ya bia yaduru obi antimi nya awreto obi antimi nya justice ba bia yaduru no ye yaduru bia bia say wo ye the ordinary person na untimi nya justice na say one way ya obi abetimi abu kwase because the person is associated with government hwe mu fie ha ya said na wa kan Canada Japan etina TV so fe ne se aduasa mienu ebeka say eye judge bi na odi na asase ho asem sa judge no we stupid fool we foolish
facing
what you say judge ni nim nyansa judge ni yetibon koso oka wo TV so video ni da wa ye nyina ye hwe yes I attend for contempt Kennedy mu control ye say judge no oti asem no so no mani nyene ho ya transfer no besi ne ya twe Kennedy Japan so ye ka say o me pa chew keke no nko scot free Kennedy na mo wunua wo hene ba and ko pa wo Facebook ye jeli in 10 days
10 days 2 weeks
14 days
contempt they was can
what you say are you Saturday ni Sunday nyina ka enti aye ne papa no so obi timi hwe judge anim ka say we stupid judge we foolish judge we tibon koso judge wa dwene nya adwuma judge keka we nyina a kire wo wie na ye ja no so de onko ba obi anu ko pa na ye jeli so de onko dance wom we papa ye ti oman a ye timi appoint MPP communicator or TV so bo aban no ho dawuro na appointing as a high court judge Mugabe say Solomon Oponchumasi hello FM me wo video no wa no oye MPP oye failed parliamentary aspirant or sanso cry or mo secretary doma yes me see me wo video no omo pa make say me boa ya appointing high court judge Chroma matikra ke promote to the peace court na say ya enti say nipa we asafo jenya asem na wu Mugabe wunya asem wo ekoto nanim na onim se wo ne MPP abanya adwena ono so oye MPP ni anadamfo ene na Akufo Addo ne na ekoba no na se na do friend say hwe na asafo agye na Mugabe asem hwe na jeli na okọ na nim ade obeka kire wan se Mugabe asafo agye o percentra na ansa wam
famisi
Mugabe ole mama point
na mejiri se ebe ye die
ba bia Ghana ekosisi ai ne die meni arehemu bia
asay
now woman pani person pass 11 no share that for commercial flight code Dubai ye pass 11 woman pani Akufo Addo tax ye burden no woman so no obegina parliament ka kire say e ye birthday gift say ode etoato Ghana for so no ti ode etoato so say tua sika no o say ye birthday gift wabua na ma o say benya sika e de atwa na news pededes enti ye pass ya no for private jet e na hon okọ TDJs program and also so buy a kasuso 3.5 million Ghana cedis wako twa na num
sabaje enwumre medase
Mugabe
see the power was here for wadwuma TV so as a broadcast
is it my casual work
boy wadwuma kasa na me aso ni
enkan so Mugabe
wo my intia
sa pepe
ni shira papa
medase Mugabe
beda wase asira kase koma ya boafo enwumre Presa Joy ni ma mo kan Spanish Garlic Mesa Magdan group of companies so eka mo tire chibi to pay councils need to pay ultimate so free solar natural clinic Ostek real estate so eboye from Dodoa so ena Magdan shipping so eka ho ena eboye ene enwumre a ye di dwumedi ebrew enti enwumre ye ne yenua unumunyamfo Roxin Nelson Afia Mekau, Member of Parliament for South Dye Constituency in the voter region of the Republic of Ghana. Tegbe. Mwakwaba.
Mijosuminia.
You're looking good.
Chiamachin Kruma now. Catching me looking good.
I wish I've already said.
Oh, Minia.
The good people of a South Dye.
Southern Nyamiadum yehu ye etinkwam na ochna efi ochna ye hwe nim se Easter no ye be sha asenti
Easter de bedi wa ha na
me ko esa me ko
oko
ti ye hwe nim se ochna ye be sha
asi be sha obi asa
ebia
as usual
ebia enti ochna fie Good Friday enti peki Pali Kwevetongo. In Peswasuano, Omunina and Shaya, Omubedi Easter. Nti amanfo so bebre oh yeah omo ye nchise a ye hwe nim say Easter no Easter no
so mo be dia
hwe nim say Easter no na mbo na to yan nti bebre nso abefie bebia frame say omo
committee be na wo so parliament
me committees here me nsa
your
constitutional legal
Ramune ya member no said
and me public accounts
committee
in a fifi say cannibal in a fifi
okay
and
this kana
omo microphone di we are no de I say na bre na
fantastic
and then standing orders
hey parliament
standing order na system rama parliament
mo na mo system ra
parliament
na then abin and saying you see loan be on one agreement you be pass it you say there be rushing that you me pass there be open column no inform column no there na person o kire Ghana man
o muga obekaya enche bia na Supreme Court edi asem Abdullahi versus Justice Abdullahi versus Emimi and Abdullahi versus Attorney General.
Okay.
And Supreme Court debate to just say see a parliament ya wono. In she say oh. E bini say ansa na parliament ebe Kenya ne ho aye debate I take a decision say in someone omo be gia to one. As a senior dudu bi ewo fie ho na sa nipa dudu no Supreme Court no achirechire mu edi kan no mo pa chire se sade echi na ye basa na ye pese ye hye dwumadie na se a se ye mu dudu na ye edio kronum 275 edio kronum no say 1/3 at least ewo few ansa na etimi abompire kra which is 92
okay
na say ye bompire say wie na ye be hye dwumadie na se a any decision be a person take no say nya at least
138
no at least half of members ewo ho which is
half near saying
which is 137 and a half. Only said Nipansu in Chimuni.
So say 138.
And I say 138. And now say year to do a bebro 138. Now some 138 no. As I said, Obia Ewa they should be present and voting.
Present
and voting. And ebro for a work constitution. And according to the Supreme Court, no, if he sata ma omushi share omubu atan no, ekamia say hwe ni ho a obetimi aye o parliament wa se quorum ni ho a obetimi akoso aye. Ebi ni saying say ye bompa ewie. In fact, in my opinion, no, ye bompa ewie. In fact, your votes and proceedings are ye correct. We are not person adopt to crown. That's a decision making. In my opinion, okay. Because we are taking a decision to adopt the votes and proceedings of the previous sitting.
Okay.
So to take that decision, you have to vote. So you need more than 138 to do that. But bebre na bebre ntimas.
Omo pass ye 11 no.
137. Enti omo pass sa judgment ni wie no. Ukodu parliament ye be 55, 65, 90, 100.
Yeah.
Omo ma. Enti me hu ni star no ma sorry, no ma ka me brofo, no ma ka me mra. Na speak ajato. Enti be 3 times. Na loans bi aba e se omuteke, no mutumi nteke. Enti ombetu mi dinze mi e koru merchant mi omuma me a lot of nicknames. But ema nkrofo ni ba parliament o enu ni nyina account na dey absenteeism ni nyina ba because I didn't know be ma. Say be ba na omo nso a omo amaka ne wen. No na ma agitations no sorry.
Membremo no oya one a year 37 no mo de pass 11 no. Bibi betimi asesa na na.
20 minutes no.
11 number.
There what I mean is say 137 won't mean enye yen ne eka. Enye parliament enye me rocks ye na me bo misiri mu eka say 137 na omurite in fact na enye 137 136 because no omumutu eni ho for the record. Me aminu MP for a hunter, that's the Minister for Chieftaincy.
No the ambulance.
David. No be any ambulance.
No be any.
No be any ambulance. Wa mefi ho yam for number. That's for the record.
But records of Parliament his name
yes,
was captured.
Those mistakes can be made in Parliament. In the same way, David. Yes, in the same way. Obi to me Parliament near marking absent. Yes, so those mistakes.
Correct.
You are correct. No need for the honorable member for Domekwa Abenya.
Just after.
No need for.
No more 136.
No more 136. Yenye PF if you no more 136.
The Supreme Court ruling, no. Ombetimi aba.
No na me kasa ankabidi manu basis. I say enye minority for na ye boy yesre mu eka. Enye de ye penny eka. Ye court. Ena did decision number. Says here any decision and decision is decision. Bibia ye be ya ye be ji atum. Yes, any decision. And to be take decision, you need more than half of the members present and voting. Until 136 now, omode pass 11. Enye ni kwanso a. Nti na akokot. Nti na minority leader any two others no. Omo court.
Court be Freddy.
Oh yes, a court as said yourself, Fred. Because you are filing you are filing filing fees. Omo frank omo ni your filing fee and registrar in charging your filing fees they mean to your money issue a receipt. When you do that, you have invoked the jurisdiction of the court properly.
Well, you move on. Privileges Committee, nipa me and son speaker I drag you to the Privileges Committee. Yeah. Will be a legal and constitution standing orders near there. One of it me educate you home. The speaker and the motu kwema.
Kwema.
Support to speaker.
Me support to speaker pa. Na Mugabe. Sir,
I go for any speaker nya
yes, Kamia is there be ankami ketwi bi but menka Kamia is one nwi ho ankwachiri minority whip
untaka
yes
Johnson say no ketia so one na nya adwene so wanye den
ozi hwan say one na nya adwene
Johnson say no ketia say de muntaka no wankasa yi
eno na make say wankasa yi
so wanye den
wankasa yi yeah, minority leader wankasa yi
no chief whip
sorry me minority chief whip wankasa yi it's
a filing motion to challenge the speaker's decision.
Mugabe, why? Even courts, we disagree with courts. It's a leader here, I have the right to say, if sign consider convention sign, go on. Wow. Yes, and I will explain.
Go ahead.
You see, the speaker here, no. Yeah, first speaker, if I'm not quite no, yeah. And two. Una wedi kan bisa me say magidin say yeye bibia misikorum sorry a misikorum misikorum e kire say parliament wono e bi medjuma ama mudi ehun fel say moto abama say enko parliament so e bi nko mewa ya GP ma ikrofo kasa correct mo di ehun fel wo kroma
timotam.
Yes, and the speaker said, David. Said, Bibi or Hobby to me, so to me, anything. Ebinum Atron personally, actually in letters, bringing this issue to his attention. There are newspaper publications.
On is okay.
Yes. Ebinum so a petition. And a speaker under order 53. 53-1 sub D. Who share your order of business for the day. There's a place, speaker, say speaker person your statement. Speaker has the right to do that to the house. So the communication Sufi president wa. And no, sad times no, and no to be kind. There's also a provision for that. And a speaker about pursuant to order 53-1D. And we have a catcher parliament say in some baku mienu miensa abetomanim. Na in some na abetomanim no. A kamia say emudo. Enti SSA me yet refer Adima Privileges Committee na for 3 members assemble ya information is say omo mejuma and I say omo mejuma for 15 days or more 15 sitting days or more. That is the perfect procedure. But my minority whip say because Speaker Aka said some of the information came to him by petition into SSA Anka petition a procedure na Speaker adopt and SSA adopt SSA or directing a member of parliament no on file some motion on behalf of those who are petitioning. But Speaker is not telling Parliament that he is informing Parliament because somebody has brought him a petition. He says that some of the information has come to him by way of petition. So I am informing the House. And that statement by Speaker, which is a procedure. So Speaker came to make a statement.
Ntiamra.
And also it's for the consideration of the House. And after the consideration, or a referral to the appropriate committee, which is the Privileges Committee. How can anybody fault Speaker for this? Then my minority leaders, my minority whip says he has to proceed under order 76, which says that when somebody wants to petition Parliament, the person must do so through a member of Parliament. But the people are not petitioning Parliament to take this up, petitioning the Speaker. And that is by the way. So minority whip no waiting.
Okay.
Then 2, Speaker is also doing this by way of cleaning the image of Parliament. Say, who first said the absentee MPs say a disciplinary Speaker but Speaker, according to our rules, is the chief disciplinarian. Until now we a member now of floor crana. I say you are disrupting proceedings here. Speaker can direct the marshal to order you out of the chamber, even though you are an elected member of Parliament. Speaker can ask that you should leave. So Speaker disciplines every member on the floor. Speaker determines Bekasa. Speaker will tell you how many minutes you should speak. Yes. Yes, sorry in Kasakwa. Who sorry, Speaker and Frawa. Who wait me sorry 100 times. So if you speak and Frawa, who's even Kasa?
So I see a majority leader.
Yes. Who's even Kasa? Yes. Oh, no, on Frawa. Obeka just say, I haven't recognized you.
Resume your seat.
Yes, I haven't recognized you. That's all. Enti ubetimia so ufio afe na umuadie na you are not can say so usuma inyafa ube sorry yeah the assembly ba upesu kembe ube sorry speaker on from
subanya.
Yes, and it's the way of discipline.
Speaker
and flow. Speaker and flow. Exactly. You can know everything in the house, but speaker on from. So speaker determines who speaks, how long you speak, and all those things. Say, well, you have more time into Ubekasa for 2 hours. Maybe speaker make a choice. I'm giving you. Yes, it'll be a wind up. Ukasa, I'll say wind up. Honorable member, you have to conclude. which means he's telling you how long you can speak.
Yasha a year asen a year enough. You know honorable a year kwesi a year ninsam. And they yeah papa John Dramani Mahama what tweeted and enumere. Was say I cannot understand how an MP can be restrained from carrying out his duties when the substantive case to give finality to the question of his legitimacy has not been determined. Or is it the case that the outcome of the substantive case has been predetermined against him? There's a big question mark there. The representation of the people is at the heart of our democracy. Any decision that denies the citizenry of representation is travesty of justice and affront to our democracy. We are some His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ediatuja. So also a year Professor Kwaku Asare and also Edenedi Abba was the Supreme Court is rushing into many political cases. It's been perceived as partisan. Professor Kwaku Asare, there is a lot of procedural confusion in Jache questions injunction. And also, nowadays answer Atuja, the South MP says the Supreme Court has done an injustice to his Asenov counterpart, James Kwesen, with its ruling injuncting him from performing parliamentary duties. Why nowadays answer Atuja? And some we are not saying as a lawyer. MP for the
yes, Mugabe, and most importantly, as a member of the Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee, on say Parliament wo an organ of state. Now, apart from say yeshishemrano, the other key duty is say yenye di sikama aban. Yenye di sikama judiciary. Judiciary ya maum ska umuntu nya hwe.
Mo budget mo bibia.
Thank you. Nti say ya maum ya approve mo budget as a court they cannot sit, they can't hear cases. Because anytime we sit as a court, you spend money.
Yeah.
The judge be transfer, registrar be transfer na you see court ye juma sika ko. Intina every year no ye omo the budget ba na age atoma mo. Inti so they spend money. Inti say almost spend sika na yen ene hwehwem. Say your mom sika say mo koye say mo sika no mo spend in the same.
Back country for.
Exactly. Until even the judiciary, financial accountability is to Parliament. So when you inject a member of Parliament, you are weakening Parliament from exercising oversight over your financial matters. That's one.
Jamra.
Two. If you injunct a member of Parliament, you are weakening Parliament in respect of the fact, say executive ni bibia untimi checking. A constitution na say there should be 275 members of Parliament.
Yeah.
Now Supreme Court will see where you back with him. And on the grounds upon which you want to do that, you haven't determined it. But you see, as soon as CBA say, you should interpret at Article 94 of the Constitution, 94(2) of the Constitution.
Substantive case in the Yanko.
Unyanye. But you see, enuntino, MP intrefi, MP nunso pamuno. So what have you done? You haven't sacked the MP. You haven't removed the MP from office.
Because why you
that's right. An injunction is not a removal from office. An injunction is like suspension. So you will take his salary.
But bodyguards.
Why not? Why not? You haven't removed him from office. You have only suspended him.
But decision making be unknown to me take it.
Yes, because Supreme Court said money, which is the injustice I speak of. Because you see, say there are some quarter. You cannot predetermine the outcome.
Educators, yeah.
You cannot predetermine the outcome.
To know because so much in contempt.
That's right. You cannot say that as someone according court no. Oh, it's a court, court in the Ombebu Amami.
It's a guy being going to me to it, sir.
Oh, I mean, we and you know near the castle. Because over to me, so based on the merits of your case, no, Ufu say a court edimam. Sani e kasa. The other side that or oppose rules, no, also like I said, there be a same way there. As a say court, it's any side. Na omudimano. Untime nka say asem a me dey court no. As I say outcome na say ye A. Because what they have done, it means that they are telling Kwesi that even the final matter, it will not go in his favor. Because the principles underpinning injunction is that on the balance of the equities, on the balance of the equities, who will suffer greater damage? If you want to maintain the status quo, that is the greatest principle underpinning the grant of injunction. An injunction is a discretionary power. A discretion. Say court Becca say, me de mensa add to adiesu in the meantime. And I say mummy no more prayers as ho. Ese wo so man ko, mami so man ko. You wia baby the gavel will fall, then the person takes it. And see, imagine that you have your house on that property, your residential home. Then the court says, because somebody says the land is for him, no, don't go and sleep in your house. Thank you. We don't know more of your court seven. Do you understand me? Kwesi has his office in Parliament. He has things in Parliament. He has his files, computers, all those things in Parliament. He has personal effects in his office. Supreme Court says that he shouldn't carry himself out as an MP. So Kwesi cannot enter his personal office in Parliament. How? Because somebody says that they should interpret Article 94 for him.
Who is that?
So Ghana, having spent money to organize the election that Kwesi contested and won, the people, the thousands of people in Asin North, their interests do not matter. The fact that Kwesi is a member of a committee and his presence on those committees to exercise oversight over the executive will be lost. His oversight in respect of issuing statements and speaking on matters of public interest, no, will be lost. The Supreme Court has glossed over all this.
Is it right?
But that is why I'm pointing the flaws in the ruling to you. That is why in our constitution, we don't, in our laws, determined by the Supreme Court, so many other cases, including National Lotteries Authority versus Ghana Lotteries. The same Supreme Court said, you cannot injunct statutory and constitutional office holders. Ebini saying, say, many as of elections is here. Na udia na ya elected no. Na say election one a winning to one a president. Na me am contest ya me say mempenia. The remedy I want to say me court. But Emrani said, me to me for injunction must say as for day na ya electing na ya obe take oath of office no. Ni granting me injunction say money take oath of office to serve as the president of the land. Until say court may determine me petition. And it say taking 1 year, the nation will be without a president. That is not how.
No.
Sir, you know, you're different. But I'm giving you an analogy in respect of Kwesi. Your constitution say, if something is deemed to be regular until the court will pronounce otherwise. And to say a year election. Now, electoral commission say as for Jay na winia. Na me say me mpenia. Na me the assembly court court. Me to be fine injunction enko say. Mu injunct as for Jay until say mu beti asem no. Because me yen is as for Jay into be swine into office as president elected. The nation will be deprived of president. So until if it takes the court 1 year, the nation will be without president. Can you imagine a country without a president? Entina, Intina, Nanado winning election now. His Excellency GM said on penino. But they are 70 court no. One fine injunction cause they should injunct Nanado from serving as the president until the petition is determined. He didn't do that because that is not our laws. So you cannot say that Judiciary should be injuncted from functioning as an elected member of parliament because somebody says that his election was fraught with wrongdoing, or he didn't qualify to be elected. And when that matter is in court, the court hasn't determined whether or not truly at the time that he got elected he was qualified or not.
Do you ever know to a techima serve the so?
Yes.
Adjournment circus as well as the parliament.
Or parliament.
As I'm not court.
Yes.
Court to Muay.
Yes, and the court didn't grant injunction say adjournments are internet.
So what is the difference between the sin of and the
There's no difference. The only difference is that the Honorable Beire, our candidate, hasn't applied for an injunction because the court won't grant you. That is not the law.
The court will not.
Will not grant you. The court cannot grant an injunction to injunct Ajay Mensah from sitting in parliament.
But it has been done to.
Thank you. That is what I'm saying. Things are being.
Law no MPP for the NDC.
I mean to mean because I'm an officer of the court. I mean to mean yes, but education I mean and they said the Supreme Court was palpably wrong.
Wrong?
Yes, they got it wrong. It fell into what we call an error of law. The Supreme Court fell into an error of law.
So can it be corrected?
It has to be corrected by a review application. And then I'm saying we have to do two things. We have to apply for a review. Look, it is immaterial what people, the perception of people. For me, perception of people is not the law.
Let's test the law.
Thank you. Look, go to court and let the court say that you are wrong. It is immaterial. What is important is that you went to court. Don't we have Supreme Court judges today bastardizing Supreme Court, the Supreme Court that held Riakoto in the 1960s?
Yeah.
When the court said that they cannot strike down a PDA because it's an act of parliament, and so Nkrumah proceeded to pursue his political opponents pursuant to the Preventive Detention Act. Don't we have judges today in the Supreme Court bastardizing that decision? Maybe so.
Yeah.
And then you're organizing Riakoto lectures. And you see Supreme Court judges going to sit and bastardize their colleagues who were Supreme Court judges in the 60s who took that decision.
What do I say?
So the court can criticize its own self. Sometimes the court can depart from its own previous decision and criticize it. In fact, in law school, all the exams you write, when you get to the professional level, it's always about to criticize the court judgment.
I saw a judgment in Bayana, it was 5-2.
Yes.
Ubi also trained the judgment.
Yes.
To get to the back, I say, baby, uncle. Have you been able to go through all the?
I have. Somebody just sent me the ruling.
So you've not gone through yet.
But I've read excerpts.
Yeah.
You understand? But the point I'm making, and it said, the court fell into an error of law to actually rule that in the interim, a sitting member of parliament be injuncted. In fact, that reasoning is so anti-constitutional.
So Stasi Benamotiki, as a member of the Legal and Constitution.
And thing I say, our advice to the party is that we should advise my friend Judiciary to apply for a review. One, to also apply for stay of execution of the injunctive order. Because you see, the injunctive order has become an order of the Supreme Court. So it has to be executed. All right? Now, that order will be drawn out and served on him. It has to be served on him. So he has to apply for a stay of that order and apply for a review. Whilst the substantive case, a date will be given for it to be determined.
mesa ba osubim asada kase akoma ya boafo honorable Rosin Nelson Dafia member of Parliament for South Dye Constituency in the Volta region and in live on your number one TV station TVS was it Gumbe show no asugusu a wo hwe na wutie live Professor Joy obi a wanya mfie aduasa enum eko na opese obo ho ban every prostate enlargement ma wonya Professor Joy ni bi na no ma beboa da bi abe number ko mo wonya prostate enlargement ne dia da bia no obe number ko no pa ba ko anwumre se da bia obetimi aba ho ban edi every a year prostate enlargement no pharmacy shop bi obi Morgana hebia no obenya Professor Joy ni bi ato 0244727028 ofra yebeje so spinach garlic misana the capsules yena yede edupay ediaba eboa hypertension diabetes obi a woda wodwonso bebrebe asa na ade ache woda wohwan kromo eja oba ko mense unya mense a na edin sam bebre na abafie ni nyina menso disorders ni nyina no spinach garlic misana the capsules nenom ebetumi aboa SSC ni pedua ni ye papa ya the Spanish ginkgo capsules the aba a boy improve memory and mental sharpness so increase blood flow to the brain what do we need pharmacy shop bia organ ha ubenya no pay bi ato for 0266114111 ofra ubenya bi Magdan group of companies Magdan air shipping and logistics maso ye ne ye kan for dia mo enanwumre omo headquarters omo headquarters no we bibi memo no ewo eye Accra na omo kwabata o Sierra Leone Equatorial Guinea ene eye Liberia ho nyina no se yede niema no efa poso se yede efa eye ka na yede ama ofana destination ede ama wode ye boy homodin ye papa se ba eye freight eye forwarding company se abibimem hade a eye air carrier license in handling chartered cargo flights in Ghana and any eye Africa ha baby ade a obi ansa West Africa no ye di motintime ye pa eba project cargo warehousing, customs brokerage, cargo handling, haulage, sea and air freighting, vessel handling, chartered flat, ship agency, and in the Kikamu Bibra, a Magdan Shipping and Logistics. From Magdan Group of Companies on 0302-762280 or 0302-502158 or from Magdan Shipping and Logistics or more Ebejoso. Solar Natural Clinic. Eddie to pain capsules need to pain ointment and a boy and enemy. We will be our joint pains, waist pains, knee pains, back pains, neck pains, and now the kicker we are to pain a capsules and an ointment. Walk down on one a capsules. No, what's sorry on a year and you now the air to pain ointment in the tree. Yet the solar mesa the aba suchain, a manum and memanum, or bar when you're white, no solar mesana and clean free homa, bema when you're gunu. When you solar mesani be a ebebo, ya the Zipman capsules, any a preserved capsules, the aba, and yes, John Soboko, PB, the bebo, said the be also bema, ubejina on us ye papa, and ya throw rocks here, you better throw what uncle get bigger. In a chasa who the oboe juma papa, for 0245-616028, solar natural clinic, Kumasi, Content Chrono, and a shell filling station in the anymore. Oban Kranso, a cocomimly, Yane, a Harvard, senior high school, Jim Wape, and your Cassie Road. Ko na ye Dr. Solomon obema ayaresa 0245-616028. Aztec real estate se men kancho o pass asato wa Shy Hills afenya asuchari junction be San City Estate do yumu dodowa asebi duwenya ana chopoli ye ne yeto asase ama ye ma 200 blocks ni ama 10 bars of cement na dey show da ni siase o so ye boga no aba from America na aba e ti obi ma so kai wo kwa ye de kwajensa ase kojokin eno an say ye de kone aswapo ne de agensa ase ihwe Aztec real estate e kire kwan e wo dodowa ye ne fire service station ni de ihwe ni mu fe no 0244684069 or 0240933748 o fe na ye bejo so meko nyina da woroma ene eye Hebron Hills International School eye wo eye media of the Zawam eye road odi oba ekwa oba wanya eye bosume nan ekosi mfie eye enum sanso na kwanya eda ho ema eye lower primary oba na ho class 1 class 2 class 3 no fa ne kwa Hebron Hills International School papa ba kwa owura environment no obo say yes bia oba no oko school no hote na cheche fonso ho no omo nimde ye papa omo betumi aboa wo ba no ebia na wo ya ban adwuma akoye eye dadwene se eja Oba be start adwuma maternity leave wawo akwere obeya ne den fa ne ko eye Hebron Hills International School boso me nan ye be gine totofe wa ne atete ne kama san se de oda eye Hebron Hills International School na no wo obi a wakodare mo ye oba tan a chese owo abadaye edema eye emofra media of the Nsawam Road right after media eye Presby eye GHS no Hebron Hills International School na eto aso fa ba ne ko ho onya atete pa dwuma ko nyina dawru ma de tire a ye de gumbe show eto awo ene enwumre ye osema be nsia ya eja ye de be wrap up na hwe ensem no se ne isiti enti sesi ano ye ko ba elections ana ye ko ba elections e was enough
da say entina eya sefem se enenansa ruling ni PA no na our own attorney general Edi America eno running near that eno and then answer
3 days ago on the 10th.
And then answer
May 15th.
Yes. Now yeah attorney general say a by-election will have to be held in as enough. It's so unbelievable because he knows, and he's my senior in the law. He knows. And he's the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana. And he was the one they sued. So, you see why we have jurisprudential problems? No, we have jurisprudential problems. If you have a constitutional issue, you sue the Attorney General. Then you have an Attorney General who is supposed to defend the matter, now conceding grounds. Conceding grounds to the plaintiff and practically agreeing with the plaintiff. And when a decision that affects another defendant, the Attorney General is the first defendant, the Electoral Commission is the second defendant, Judge Kwesi is the third defendant. His interest has been affected. Then you have the first defendant praising the judgment and saying that the third defendant's status quo should be changed and that a by-election be held. When Asema yedi call court and nunti a so a granting injunction, so when you hear this from your own Attorney General, then you are minded to say certain things that you don't want to say. Now, in a by-election, and Martin people like Benefsin and co talking about by-election. Where is the by-election? An MP has been injuncted. He has not been removed from office. You can only organize a by-election when you declare the seat of the MP vacant. The MP seat has not been declared vacant by an act of removal. He has not been removed. How do you declare his seat vacant? So, they have run themselves into a constitutional gridlock. And a lot of people didn't avert their mind until I raised it yesterday. No, 3 days ago in the afternoon. That I want to caution them that an injunction is not a remover. So those who are rushing to the media in the afternoon and talking about the by-election, in Nepal we call it Okududu.
What friend is saying?
Okududu. What the science sense you are? What the sense you are? That's the way we say it in Nepal. Okududu.
Fire.
There will be no by-election until the matter is determined. And the determination of the matter doesn't end when the Supreme Court says they've given a decision. If it's dissatisfied, you will ask for a review. And because you know. Look, when I raised that matter, people woke up. People realized that, Roxanne has a point. An injunction is not a remover. He has not been removed.
Jaketua.
Obeja ketua. Obeja ketua. Now untuanika. Somehow. I urge me, if his salary doesn't come, he should sue Parliament. Obeja ketua. I am saying, maybe so. Say Ochnebi Obidi. Case court say. Proceed the idea appointing some Supreme Court judges. is unconstitutional, and therefore it should be declared null and void. Now, pending the determination of that case, no be the application about say, so they should enjoin the Supreme Court judges from sitting as judges. How can you do that?
Finally, dear now, DJ Kwenyu.
Until the Amide Jamukwan said, we want our base to be rest assured. Say, by election. Oh, say a beba, unless they declare, say, Kwesi was not qualified to be a member of parliament on the day that he was elected and sworn in. Maybe, you see, unless the court makes that declaration, and even when the court comes to that determination, that is not the end. He has the right to seek for further redress. So, I'm training the law. When somebody uses the law to frustrate you, you also use the law to frustrate him. That's my position. No. Because the law is there for all of us. The law cuts both ways. So when you think that somebody thinks that they can use the law to frustrate you, and we feel frustrated, I get frustrated. Don't get frustrated when somebody uses the law to frustrate you. You to use the law to frustrate him. Omurefi said 3 of them have been referred to the Privileges Committee in Parliament. And they think that the minority will soften their grounds on those matters. You see, it's all we of one son, no action. People say you use the judiciary to kick out one person. We will use Parliament to kick out 3. Medical say the minority chief whip is acting alone. He's not acting on behalf of the caucus. And your caucus now filing motion. He filed the motion in his personal capacity as the member for Aswasi. And I'm saying, given what is happening, you think if the speaker hadn't done what he did before we went on recess, how do you think the party would have felt?
Very important.
Thank you.
Madam, you may for your time, Honorable Roxanne Bafia Mepo, Member of Parliament for South Dye Constituency in the voter region of the Republic of Ghana. Say you 2 years after or Obaye. Na better union as a for James was a fantastic brother. Quick one and going.
Mechia Sanga Chienu Wawase Camp Vegbe Chopu Kofe, Mami Wata Kofe, Vubaji. Tudome, Ajokwe, New Town, Old Town.
You are watching?
Yes. Agbate, Udome, Jogwati, Blango, Afeviofe, Avetile, Chame, Chake, Anyensu, Chate, Peibome, Bachahoe, Anaglate Kofe, Anaglate Kofe, Akpato. Soju Kofe, Kanami Kofe,
thank you.
Chate Kaira, New Kaira, Abui, Chita, Ahon, Solomon Kofe, To, Dugan, Tongo, Agodake, Fanti Kofe, Tongo New Town, Germany, Ninya Yekura. Said I was also one. Yeah, bomb be shukoshe your votes. Germany, Jakiti, me ba, bongboni kofe, and Ajebi. Agodake, Nina, me mom, Easter.
Asare ne hoka for your papa Juane, Adolfo Mokins be run about in petroleum motor.
My assemblyman for Blango, good evening.
Madam General Manager of TVS was at Abuaje as a Namada production team as Kevin Asante, Desmond Suwa, Ima, any team in Kofi the boy, any cameraman for Prince in more. Moboma Jumedi ni paying in a better obiase and then you me amidi Jumedi which I made the Mugabe Masi, executive producer, Benny Auntie, a better obiase, Miss Erica, and your thanks for your support and advice in Bibia Modema in say, Mobia happy Easter in advance. About the domain yet in Kwama, Ochina, Yemma, tonight holiday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Yaja home. The mum Tuesday, the best share, so. Mamunina happy Easter in advance. Obia Ren Husuye. Namia Sumji, enko bibia se bodwiase for nyame adoma countryside orphanage asoye ono nyame adoma china SYG Broadcasting Limited anopa nundu na ye wo ho na Easter chire wodo no timi nyina ebe ho china anopa yema mo nyina mo itie